Alright, let's try this again. I just did this video and the microphone wasn't on. How about that? Microphone check. Anyway, let's try this again. Hopefully this works. Um, so, I was going through the stuff. I found my Dark Millennium second edition stuff and kind of excited. Opened it up. Hadn't seen it in a while. I actually got this from my brother. He supplied me with it because mine had been long gone, sold or gotten rid of or lost or something. But he hooked me up. He's moving out to the West Coast to Oregon, so he decided he didn't want it anymore. So I took it with open arms. Um, but anyway, opening up, looking through the stuff, and for you guys, Dale, I know you know this. Handyman Jim, I don't know how long you've been playing, but if you're still watching videos and stuff, you might remember it from second edition. Van Hammer, I know you've got to remember it. You said you've been playing for a while. Um, but for you guys that don't know it, that is the Dark Millennium box. That's how it came. It was for second edition. What came in the box: psychic power cards. It came with these dex cards. Um, well, the dex cards look like this. It'd give you the picture, the name of it, the vehicle type, the strength, the moving, how far it can move and everything. On the back, see, back then you would have a D6 of the location you would hit on, and then each thing was different armor. If it was from the side or the rear, you can see, or if it was on the front. Like the hull was armor 20. You guys might be thinking, good lord, that's crazy to get through, but stuff, the armor penetration back then wasn't like a melt-a-gun now where it's 2d6 plus 8 within 12, or if you're out of that 12 or half, if you're using multi-melt or whatever, it's a d6 plus your 8. Things back then had like 3d6 plus 9 or d6 plus 3 plus d4. We used every dice, it seemed like. We had d3s, d4s, d8s, d10s, just everything. Um, but like I said, it was pretty cool just looking through all this stuff. You had it came with the psychic powers, like there's Nurgle, here's Zinch, psychic powers, Orc, Eldar. Um, Came with strategy cards, which I forgot how you got. I think you could get. I don't remember how we divvied these out. It was one or two a person. God, I got to go back and look um, and see. But basically, you could use these like they had like booby traps you could go against your opponent with, and there was one that's great. It was Lookout Sir. There it is. It was Lookout Sir R. Basically, if your commander was on his last wound or whatever, and he's gonna get killed, you could throw that card down, and he basically lived for another turn, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, okay, what it was is you could sacrifice one of your other guys if he was within 3 inches. Be like, no, he jumps in front of my commander or whatever, and saves him. But it was kind of cool. And for the people that were wondering if there was an army called the Squats, there were. And here I will show you guys. Here's some of their cards. That is the Squat bike. It almost reminds me of old Bootleg right there on his motorcycle. How about that, huh? Just messing with you, bud. Um, Actually, this would probably be more you if you were in the game there, Dale. A heavy bike. Look at that sucker. You would definitely do that, man. Um, but I thought that was pretty cool looking at these old school things and remembering when I started playing. I started when I was 12, going to be 13 that summer. And like I said, I've been playing now for 17 years. So it's been a while. It's been a long time. Oh, look, here's a old school land speeder. And you guys might have seen stuff like this. I mean, especially if you surf the net and eBay. You got guys all the time selling all that old school stuff. I got a kick out of this one too. I've forgotten how. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where is it at? It's somewhere. How the Land Raiders used to look. I thought that was pretty cool. I definitely like how they look now. They look a lot better. Yeah, they look a lot better now. They have come a long way. Um, but like I said, going through this stuff, just thought you guys get a kick out of it, and if you like it, let me know. I put up a bunch of stuff. I've got all the old school things. I mean, I've got all the codexes from second edition. I have nothing from my Rogue Trader times. I was in Rogue Trader for about a second before it went to second edition. I had a really cool guy. He told me that they were switching up. I mean, I was just getting into it. He said, hold off, come back. It used to be in like one big book that you would design your army around and stuff. And you know, I didn't buy anything, so I got in. I got in during second edition, just almost at the beginning, maybe a year into it or whatever. Um, but I had a real good guy. He told me to hold off and stuff and wait, because well, back then I guess they didn't know how it was going to go. I don't know why he told me that, but he did, and I listened. So came out good. Um, they even had I mean, all kinds of different. We back then we had all kinds of templates. Check this thing out, man. This is a freaking flamer. That is huge. This has got a little bit of rough. You talk about covering some orcs and some Tyranids now. Good God, could you imagine having this now? That would be awesome. Oh, we used to have not just, you know, we have one template now, 2 blasts and 1 template. We used to have several different templates, and we used to have hand flamer templates, which were pretty nice. The Tyranids actually had a thing called a strangle web gun, and that was pretty crazy because all these guys in front just open it up, and it could actually entangle you, which strangle web, right? It was pretty cool. But had all kinds of stuff. Grenades too. This is one thing that I wish that they would bring back, especially for you new guys, because I enjoyed them. Were grenades. Grenades now are so vanilla, it's not even funny. You used to have smoke grenades, frag, crack, which, let me finish, frag and crack now, yes, crack can pop armor, frag can barely pop armor, but you could throw these. So you could throw smoke grenades and give yourself cover. You could, you know, throw throw smoke grenades, crack grenades, frag grenades. They had what was it? Rad grenades or raid grenades. Um, where are they at? Nurgle had blight grenades. God, that was sick. You know, they just had a bunch of different grenades that you actually could throw and use. Haywire grenades. I mean, Eldar. God, they're infinite for that. But like I said, just let me know. I won't ramble on too much about it now, just in case, you know, you guys don't really seem interested or whatever. Just let me know. Leave a comment. Like I said, I'll go into detail. I'll show you the old codexes, the old books, the old characters like judges. I don't know if anybody remembers the judges, those guys. Those were one of my favorite. Just remind me of that movie Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone. I am the law. They were pretty cool. But other than that, model-wise, been working on Eldar. Took a break from the Thunderwolf for a little bit, just because there's a lot of fur, and I did one, which I'll show you once it dries in a later video. Starting to come out pretty good. But here is a wave serpent, which, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. It's a midnight blue with like a sky blue, a flat black, and then the color you see here and on the engines is like a bleach bone, which I'm going to do for the guns too, to match the Dire Avengers. And then I might hit it with a little bit of Devil in Mud, just to give it that worn look, but not much. I don't want to get it too dark. I like the clean, crisp look of it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Until next time, y'all have a good one, and take care.